Welcome to another edition of Inside Stuff with me, Martins Oloja. Today we will talk on education, and the title is Don't Mess Up with Education Subsidy. Anyway, I know that there is a crisis with foreign exchange now. We can discuss that. I know that there is a paralysis of analysis in Ondo State, crisis of governance. We can talk about that. There are so many issues going on now. I know that people are discussing why the Directorate of State Security will not obey court order. People say we should discuss that. So many other things to discuss. Analysis of how even one can get foreign exchange now to import anything, any raw material. There are so many things to discuss. People are talking about inconclusive cabinet making. We can talk about that, yes. List sent to the Senate, but not complete. It's inconclusive cabinet making. But then, I believe that all these ones will be resolved. And when the coast is clear for everything, when the dust raised is clear, we'll be left with the future of Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation and the hope of the black race. That is why I will not like us to leave the issue of education subsidy. If there is anything, it may not have been clear, we may not have established it with clear data, but then by some subsidy on education in Nigeria. And I think our leaders should not allow all this crisis to trump whatever we need to say about education at this time. I talk about it and I write about it all the time. I won a Dame Award on it, and I haven't stopped talking about it. And I believe that our leaders should not be distracted by anything, that they should continue to pay attention to quality in education. And it is not something that we use rhetoric to address. The greatness of this country will depend on attention to education. It is what makes a great nation. In Singapore, in China, in India, in South Korea, where I have said several times, that they have not only Ministry of Education, they also have Ministry for Knowledge Development. That is the reason I want to appeal to our leaders at this time that whatever is happening in National Assembly, whatever is happening to cost of governance that we are discussing that they must cut, whatever is happening to any kind of thing that we call challenges at this time, want to appeal to our leaders. You can see what happened when some have carelessly noted increase in tuition fees, which has been denied. It is good that it has been denied. That doesn't mean that we should not come together to discuss how to fund education. Anything that will get more children out of school in Nigeria should not be compromised. People were talking about 14 million children out of school, 10 million children out of school, and more from the northern states. Anything that will make any part of the country to withdraw children from school should be a serious matter of urgent national importance. And that is why I want to appeal to our leaders to continue to pay attention to education. And whoever they want to appoint as minister in charge of education and commissioners in charge of education should be men of quality, not politicians who will use that kind of platform to make money. Education is too important to be left to political gamble. Education equality is too important to be left to just anybody at this time that digital technologies have disrupted everything. The way we learn, even the way we learn, is getting out of school walls. It's getting out of school walls to digital space. Now, education is what drives development. Not just education, quality. That is why in our country you find some countries, we don't want to continue to mention some countries, but when they measure quality, when they do rating, we know which countries come first in Africa. We now know. We know which countries will come second, third, and whatever we say about it. It's not just about rating on paper. It's about what education is delivering to countries, how education is aiding development of everything, because that is what even at the World Economic Forum, they continue to advertise as education quality determines country and global competitiveness that may be ascribed to any country. If we do not have quality, we won't find good engineers to man our healthcare delivery system. We won't find good people to man our media. We won't find good people, quality experts to manage our economy. This is not this is not an age where we should celebrate mediocrity. If we do not pay attention, if we allow education to be within the vagaries of what we are discussing, what is causing crisis now, there will be no future for the country. Education should be handled with care, and it should be well funded. Our teachers should not be derided. They should be well funded so that they don't go away. Teachers are leaving the country, nurses are leaving the country, doctors are leaving the country, technology experts are leaving the country. It's not good. Definitely, they will leave the country if the environment is not good to nurture people. STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, mathematics subjects, which will lead to technology, which will lead to a technological development and, of course, development itself. It should not be tampered with. Teachers of these subjects should not be tampered with. We are not denigrating the humanities, but then we feel that at this time, teachers of all subjects, whether sciences, arts, and what have you, should not be tampered with, should not be derided by officials of the Ministry of Labor and Employment, should not be derided by federal government officials, state officials. Teachers are teachers. If you do not have good teachers, you won't have good products, you won't have good experts. That is what they do in Scandinavian countries. They pay more attention to teachers. They pay more teachers. They pay teachers more than other civil servants. The conclusion of the whole matter today is our leaders should not be too political, should not be too busy to pay attention to quality in our education. There lies our future. If you feel that this is relevant, drop your comments in the comments section. Until we meet again next week, it is Inside Stuff with me, Martins Oloja.